So we're here from the card. We're back to a new Phineas and Ferb episode review, and if you need the last one, go and check it out. And we are back with the next episode, which is One Little Scare, which this is one of my personal favorites, especially with Phineas and Ferb building a haunted house. And yeah, Candace just talking on a banana, and her mom comes in saying that she's going over to the book club, a book club that, and telling Candace, hopefully she's not planning on talking to that banana all day. And yeah, they had a mariachi band playing at the tree, Phineas and Ferb did, and Isabella has the hiccups, which, don't you hate when that happens, when you just have the hiccups? Which Phineas and Ferb got an idea on how to help Isabella with her hiccups. And Monogram tells Perry of Doofenshmirtz's disappearance on where it's only leading to this island. Which, yeah, we get Perry the Platypus's theme song, which I really do like. And Candace is wondering what they're doing, which she's saying that, and she's calling their mom, and she is not using the banana this time. Which, yeah, they decide to build a haunted house to scare Isabella's hiccups. Which, I'm just gonna say, I know a perfect place that would actually help Isabella, though. And yes, there's a certain someone that I know that would be able to get rid of those hiccups, especially his house, because I can just say, the things that are in that house, and especially himself, he can definitely help. So Phineas and Ferb should have gotten the help of him, for sure. So anyway, Candace goes over to try to get her mom, but she ends up getting Jeremy instead, and she freaks out and hangs up. And Perry the Platypus gets trapped, and yeah, Doofenshmirtz knew about this plan, because he has all these different charts of Perry and him just being shocked, like, who, huh, what, huh, and then him just finishing it too. And yeah, apparently the lair that he was in is not his, it was his mentor. So he's actually going to destroy his mentor's lair that he told Doofenshmirtz to do with this machine that he made. And Candace tries again, and she calls Susie. Yup, this is the first debut of Susie. Little Susie. And we all know how Susie can be, right? And she believes that Candace only called for Jeremy. She wants Candace to say of how she really wanted to call Jeremy, and only because she just wanted to call her mom. But Susie just tells Susie tells Candace that always remember that Susie will always be Jeremy's favorite girl, always, and tries to scare Candace too, threatening. Like, Susie could be scary, I can just say, for her being a little girl. And, yeah, Jeremy calls and says that her mom, Candace's mom, and them are taking a break with the book club so Candace could come hang out with Jeremy, which, of course, she's happy about that. And I love when Candace screams and Phineas is like, that was great, Ferb, but wait until the house is up and running, thinking that it was Ferb that was screaming. And, yeah, Doofenshmirtz is trying to find his keys, but Perry won't tell him where it is, even though he stepped on it. And Candace is just very happy to finally go to Jeremy's, which, yeah, she tells the boys that she's going over to Jeremy's, and doesn't even bother about snakes being loose in the house. And Phineas tells the Firestar Girls, Buford and Balzate, on dressing up and doing things that would scare them the most to help. And yeah, Doofenshmirtz is still trying to find the keys. He even starts to beg and says that he would do whatever Perry would want him to do, which, yeah, he does so. And we get this theme song with Candace as well. And then she makes it to Johnson's, and Susie has her poodle and bites Candace on the butt. literally on the butt. And then Susie turns on some sprinklers and gets Candace in the mud. And of course, Jeremy is unaware of this. Is always unaware of his sister's actions on Candace. And of course, yeah, Candace is just trying to tell Jeremy that Susie did this to her, but of course he doesn't believe her because he is always unaware of what Susie does, which of course drags Candace away. And Isabella gets to the haunted house, and again, like I said, its house would definitely be the solution. Like I mentioned before, if all didn't work, he could definitely do a good scare. But I love all the traps and stuff, and Bowser's 8 being a failed math test, and eventually we see, after all these different things, we see Buford as Susie, and saying that Susie scares him. Yeah, Susie scares Buford, or Buford is scared of Susie. Buford is like, you don't know what she's like, man. She gives him the willies. That shows you how terrifying Susie is, to scare a bully like Buford. A little girl being able to scare a bully like Buford. You know how it's serious. And again, just love the song. And after all that, she still has the hiccups. Which Candace is back and sees the haunted house. And Doofenshmirtz lets Perry go and shows that, yeah, the keys were under his foot. And when they escape, he checks behind and says that he's got Perry the Platypus, the Nader, and his golf clubs, even though he doesn't play golf. And then they start fighting, and he gets them in Christmas lights. And Candace goes into the haunted house and is freaking out. Yeah, just freaking out, and apparently is getting so much energy, because Candace is just freaking out, and she's just angry with Phineas and Ferb, and the giant floating baby head. I just love. And the Christmas lights get attached to the house and drags it, and everybody escapes except Phineas, which he starts to fall, and Isabella and the 5-Star Girls help him, and that actually helped. Her hiccups are gone, because, well, it makes sense, because she loves Phineas, and yeah, that was terrifying for her to see the guy that she loves just falling. So it definitely helped her. And I just love Candace here, though. Her saying that the boys built a haunted house, leaving this ugly mess in its place. And she's saying this ugly mess in its place. And Baljeet is just waving. Yeah, her calling Baljeet an ugly mess, or ugly thing in this place. And Candace's mom is like, that wasn't very nice, Candace. And then when it comes back, the house and gets destroyed, Candace is like, it returned, and pointing to Baljeet. I love it, though, because, again, Baljeet just waving when Candace called him an ugly mess, and he was just waving while smiling. He took it very well. And, yeah, Candace starts to get the hiccups after how she felt bad, horrible of her time with Jeremy ruined, and Isabella saying that she got to have undivided attention with Phineas, which Candace, I'm pretty sure, gets the idea of having the hiccups so they can get the attention from Jeremy. And Susie is like, what did I do? With Buford right next to her. And yeah, they were Phineas and Ferb talking about what was their favorite parts and where the giant floating baby head went or came from. But yeah, a really good one. Hit the like button, subscribe if you don't. Make sure all the kids turn on screen, stay tuned. It's no real thing.